Hello, everyone. This is the Shanks Show with Andrea Ferguson and Shanka Poncelé. And we look forward to a great episode where we discuss the National Women's Small Business Month. And we'll do that with myself. Now, Andrea told me last time you should tell your name first, and I think with the National Women's Small Business Month, Andrea's name definitely needs to come first. But Andrea, what do you think? Is that accurate or not?
I think people know who we are.
Okay. Well, I think you're mistaken because there's always new. We'll discover our amazing topics. And today, again, National Women's Small Business Month, and we got the idea from our amazing female mentor, Shanae Moray. Shout out to her. And she told us, well, why don't you talk a little bit today about the women that served as role models to you all? And since this is a live, by the way, please participate in the conversation.
Mhm.
I'm in a studio here on Restream. It should bring in your comments. I will also occasionally take a look at my other window here so that I don't miss anything. Andrea, what do you think for you? Which woman really defined your life? And yeah, tell me.
I have a lot of women that have played a huge role in my life. When I think about women in business, particularly small businesses and minority-owned businesses, I think of one of my best friends in college. Her sister, Jamila Binu, who is married to Pierre Binu, they have been running a company for hair care products since at least the early 2000s, probably way before then, but that's when I heard about them. And
The name of the company?
Oyen Handmade.
Okay.
Oyen
I need
Handmade.
to find it. How do I spell that?
Oyin Handmade. So Oyen means honey in Yoruba. And I'm such, not all of their products carry honey. So for those of you who are vegan, there are options for you. But I have really watched their journey as a company, as a couple, as, small business owners, like I said, minority owned business owners in particular. I have seen from being not well known to going into Oprah Winfrey's magazine to, as you can see, Essence, Ebony, Allure, Refinery.
Yeah,
And
looks like they've had quite some success.
yes, I'm not even sure they still consider themselves a small business. They're in Target, I think, like Rite Aid, Whole Foods, a lot of different places. So if you're in the Baltimore area, you can check them out. But yeah, so what stands out to me about Jamila is, I think, the not being limited by anything. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when you go natural, of course, there's a lot of hair products that back in the day were just not available, for not in a widespread way where you could just walk into any place, like walk into Walgreens and, oh, everything is there for you, which would be, a pharmacy or CVS or grocery store, like the places that are around the way. You can't just go anywhere as a highly melanated person with highly textured hair coils and just get what you need. So there was a need to serve the community, especially because I believe when she went to college, and maybe if she did study abroad, she, I believe, went to Spelman College as well. And, there are some products that were just really expensive, really expensive, the ones that did exist. And I think she saw a need, a problem to solve in the community, and really met that need in an affordable way that didn't sacrifice the quality of the products. And for someone like me, I really appreciated that accessibility. I was a college student, like I said. I learned her by way of samples from Anastasia Bruton. And so, yeah, obviously the product is a good product. I stand behind that product 100%. But that's not what the most impressive thing is about the company. I think it's because if you go back to the website, you can look at, so there's hair, there's body, and there's skin, but there's also like collections of art and other creative works. So that's what I mean by like not having limitations. There was a huge need to celebrate Black stories and tell them in our way. Children's books, I believe. There's accessories that include clothing and all of these things. So, yeah, I think the two-way street of communication, always keeping the audience first. Not just the audience, but I say audience because anytime you're doing creative work, you're doing it to be consumed, to be read, to be heard. They have podcasts that are amazing. She has a husband that's super creative and children that are creative as well. And that's all a result of just not giving a darn about what people think, being authentic and consistent. So showing up for the community regularly, keeping that promise of being available to the community and doing a damn good job, like with the quality and handling reviews well, mixed reviews, whatever, trying to really solve problems. Okay, so if this is sensitive for your skin, heads up, like put oil before you do this and that. And I've just always really, really, really admired that. So, and lastly, I think they just got a warehouse now. So they were kind of operating on a smaller scale, and now it looks like they're about to operate on an even larger scale. And I'm super excited for them. I know in her LinkedIn, there's a ribbon cutting of the warehouse that they are now have.
Means they really, really have a lot of business and they decide to do their own distribution. Typically, you have to get that handled by someone else, and it costs a lot of money. So you need to have enough volume around to make your own warehouse worth your while. And obviously, it covers a lot of logistics, trucks, and people working in the warehouse. So, yeah, your friend probably is running a very, very amazing business that is probably no longer business, but awesome.
And bringing jobs to the community, which is awesome, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah,
well,
I admire her.
Yeah,
I admire them.
Thanks for sharing that. My aunt, when
but you didn't show her.
I didn't show her.
She's beautiful.
She's on this website somewhere.
I believe her family used to be on the product itself. But I am sure somewhere we gotta scout her out and see.
Yeah.
You might even try Instagram. If you scroll to the bottom, I think their social is down there. And by the way, those products smell good enough to eat. You shouldn't eat them, but they smell yummy and delicious. And I've like, it's probably been 15 years and I'm still ordering those products. Yeah, it's that first one right there. The first one with the card. The card first as in number one. The
first one.
Yeah. Okay. There she is.
There she is.
So she's very honest. So this is actually a post about, I think, premenopausal. There's a transition that's happening in her body, and she's just sharing it because she doesn't want people in the dark. And there was a lot of drama that could have been avoided in her own life if somebody, I guess, had helped her to go through things that work for her to test, like she's listing black cohosh, chasteberry, CBD, St. John's worts, 5-HTP, ashwagandha, etc. So it's like really about the community, and she's always been that way. They've always been that way. So yeah, you have people that tell you, I don't know, Shankar, maybe you should have a personal account. Keep your personal stuff private, and they're still very, very open. But tell me.
Yeah, you need to tag her later in this
Absolutely.
stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is really, really awesome. I like that. Anything else you want to mention here about amazing women?
I will let you go first because I know that you have some amazing women to talk about. Second, I
Yeah.
should say.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely every strong business owner has a strong foundation. Running a business comes with a lot of challenges. And I will say that my dear mother, who was a single parent, really, really did a great job, I would say, and made a lot of sacrifices. And all of those things you kind of realize later in life when you have a different perspective. So I think every single parent, by the way, whether male or female, if they provide for their family, that's just awesome and always deserves recognition. So definitely shout out to my mom. And going a little bit more into business, in 2016, I started freelancing, and I thought that I would exchange my time for money. And then I stumbled across a course by a woman. Her name was Leah Kalamakis, and she was a little bit ahead of her time because she had a coaching program for freelancers. It was called, I believe, Freelance to Freedom. And I looked up her website. It's still there, and she still has the same hero image, but she has changed her approach. She no longer offers coaching for freelancers, but it looks like she's doing online business management for companies in the mental health and wellness space. So, interestingly enough, somewhat close to what you and I do a lot. But yeah, Leah taught me in a set of pre-recorded videos that I had access to through her website, that the basics of entrepreneurship: do not exchange your time for money, create packages, be rewarded to create value. And
I
those
love
two things,
that.
really, yeah, those two things: create packages and be rewarded for value creation, not for time exchange. That was truly Leah's lessons for me, and they definitely helped me progress in my freelancing career. Then, of course, moving forward, at some point, I meet a certain Andrea Ferguson, and she opens my eyes to not working alone, but working with people. Um, Over time, out of that business partner also became a life partner. And, we have to handle a lot. We have to handle a lot together. And there's a lot that we learned by having different skin colors, really. We had to learn a lot about the
You have
other
different skin
person.
colors?
I don't know. I think so.
Yes.
Yes, we do. And so that was certainly something that you brought to my life that was enriching. And then we started hiring, and we are located in San Antonio, Texas. It's a very diverse city in that sense that it literally used to be not the United States, it used to be Mexico, and then the Republic of Texas. And then it became part of the United States. Lots of Hispanics here, but also all types of other ethnicities. And we have a diverse team. We have a remote team and an on-site team. And I noticed that the majority of our team is female, even though we are a tech company. And that just really speaks to the fact that women can be amazing employees in tech companies. They can be amazing leaders, as you are. And They are really good in problem solving. They are good in being team players, and I just am really happy that we have so much female influence in this company. Yeah.
I agree. And I think we, as women, have each other's backs because we know some of the struggles, challenges that we have to go through. And we're able to work around that. Not to say we don't support our men, but I always like to talk about something we rolled out in relation to my complication with my cycles, which is Magic Day. So we kind of brought that over from Korea. I worked in Korea for a couple of years, and that is that women are granted if they need to take a day off for Magic Day. And I think it has been very helpful. There's an understanding, there's a sisterhood there. If you think about, taking over someone else's work and just being understanding. So I appreciate the woman power that's in our company as well, and having a different approach. So, yeah, I think maybe this is a great time to shout that out. But I thank you for acknowledging me. That was definitely something, trying to move you over from solopreneur to no, not difficult.
You made it look kind of easy.
Absolutely, but it took some convincing.
Yeah, I wonder if you applied certain strategies there that only ladies know.
Were there certain strategies? I think what's funny is that I would always talk about my abilities in a way where I didn't know you were evaluating them. So I think it was just very real, and curiosity got the best of me in terms of seeing what we could do together if we collaborated on some pieces. And they say two heads are better than one, but definitely having a background in international public health nutrition and going through all of the studying and knowing where to go for resources and things like that, I think you just weren't anticipating that. So kind of
surprised me.
So the element of surprise, ladies, element of surprise.
All right. Well, I know you have a meeting come up in 5 minutes. I do want to talk a little bit about, she forgot about it. Want to talk a little bit about contentmasters.club, or also social media contentmaster.com. It's the same. It's just Andrea said, should go with a plural here, contentmasters.club. Go check it out. So what is it? It is essentially a club where we teach you how to be efficient communicators online. And if you want to work with Andrea, woman to woman, that is maybe an option. Definitely go and check it out. There's a lot of me on there, but if you want to work, yeah. Because Andrea does more important things, she leads the company, the day-to-day operations. But if you want to get kind of mentored by her, DM us or DM Andrea if you don't want me to know.
He's kidding.
Yeah, I am. And
well, thank you for the viewers that I have. Do we have any viewers on your side?
Not on mine. On my side, we don't. And I don't know if you have any right now, but also this Restream tool is really not perfect yet in terms of showing us
Oh,
who
that's
is
true.
really.
Showing the live
Yeah,
viewers.
because sometimes people are live on Facebook and it doesn't show. No, hope there we have one. And also when people try to chat in the comments, it should pull in here, but it does not always do that. But we guarantee we go back and we look
Yes.
at the comments and
Yeah, that
definitely.
was the point. I just wanted
Yeah.
to acknowledge our viewers. Thank you for spending time with us this evening, and we hope that you've enjoyed talking with or listening to us. And if you have anything you would like to say, or maybe there's a woman that you're thinking of for small businesses that you want to highlight, drop a link, drop a comment, let us know. We can check them out, highlight them, and yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Well, let's play this beautiful, what should we call it? Jingle? Jingle? Okay. Well, why is it? It's not working, Andrea. Oh, you know what? I had the slider down. Technology is so mysterious. Yeah, this was the Shank Show with a special edition on the National Women's Small Business Month. Andrea and I, we love business. We are business owners. We like to support business owners, men and women. Of course, we want to see more strong women leading businesses, nurturing communities, and just really kicking ass, making a lot of money, enjoying life, impacting lives, forming opinions out there. So definitely, if you don't want to join contentmasters.club, just do us a favor and follow us, like us, share us, come back to us. We love you. We do this for you. And that's it. Andrea has another call in 1 minute, so I'm going to shut this off. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you again very soon here on this channel. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.